That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
The signed several agencies working on rocketry and flight to create one civilian agency, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, to prepare for human flight. Pansy named Ham Ace.
To the moon and
To the moon.
this nation should commit itself
towards something that would be positive and would show that we
and do the other things.
By
They are hard. They are hard. They are hard.
step at a time, 3 times, or Gemini 3. The program
0G and I feel fine.
by
They are hard.
its larger capsule carries 2 astronauts. Mercury veteran Gus Grissom.
They are hard.
Gemini 4. Ed White opens the hatch and steps out into the void
My feet are out.
as America's first spacewalker.
I feel like $1 million. I'm gonna pick up.
Extravehicular activity.
You don't see the curvature of the Earth if you are 2 millimeters above this beach ball. You just don't. That stuff is flat.
EVA, in NASA speak, is critical to a moon mission.
They are hard.
Now ready to shoot for the moon. But there are just 3 years left to meet President Kennedy's goal. His goal.
Exhausted would cause this huge inferno on the lunar surface. What were the radiation problems on the moon from the sun? What were the thermal conditions you had to deal with?
They are hard.
1966 moon landing program. Bars and simulators for a dress rehearsal.
Now we gotta get the moon. We can't talk between 2 or 3 buildings.
Are heard.
Oh, it's got a fire in the coal strip.
We're driven back by the intense heat and the smoke.
The loss of Grissom, White, and Chaffee momentarily cripples NASA's moon landing program. But as the 3 astronauts are given heroes' burials, Apollo, like another mythological figure, Phoenix, begins its rise from the ashes. Following
An accident review.
It was a disaster with Apollo 1, turned out, because the spacecraft itself was a
It's also the first time live television shows Earthbound humans what it's like to be in space.
Follow room. High atop everything.
The Soviets may be closing in on the moon.
They are hard.
And the ladybug was getting thrashed.
Earth's gravity. Lovell marvels at never seen before sights.
I can see the entire Earth now out of the center window. I can see Florida, Cuba, Central America.
Christmas Eve Day, 1968. With the moon dwarfing the nearing spacecraft, Commander Borman fires the main moon. The world watches in awe, but none more so than the 3 men.
We're the first time 3 people saw the Earth from 240,000 miles away. So, in a high point.
It's a grand oasis of the big vastness of space.
Crew ends its Christmas Eve broadcast with a special message for moon landing. The lunar module, still being built, is overweight.
The main things you had to figure out was that you had to have a rocket on the lunar surface, and the rocket didn't work.
Significant limitation. Apollo 8 before it will only orbit the moon as John Young watches from his command module, Charlie Brown, Commander Snoopy.
Doing backup maneuvers to the attitudes, and if they couldn't do the maneuvers, I would do the maneuvers, and their vehicle blew up or something to come back without them. Up maneuvers to the attitudes, and if they couldn't do the maneuvers, I would do the maneuvers.
Within 9 miles of the moon, at the site NASA has selected for the first touchdown, 3,700 miles an hour.
Roger, I hear you weaving your way up the freeway.
I saw the lunar horizon problem because we were switching computers to check out a little backup computer we had.
Finally, as in the comics, Snoopy returns to his master, Charlie Brown. Apollo 11 spacecraft. Command module pilot Buzz 16, 1969. Moon fever is rampant.
Gosh, this is almost, I can't believe that somebody's going to go to the moon.
T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 9, 10, 10, 10.
9:32 a.m.
10,
And 3 miles away, spectators feel the thunderous drumbeat of unearthly power pounding their chests as the heat of the rocket's exhaust washes over them.
When that rumble came across the ground, it was like somebody was putting their hands on your chest. And so unbelievable.
For 3 days, the crew of Apollo 11 cruises towards the moon. Come the first humans on the moon.
Capcom, we're go for landing.
Eagle Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
But the landing veers from the planned script.
Exposed to the surface here, which has got layering within it. It's been weathered away apparently, and just the surface top is exposed, but the boulder must be about a meter long with 2 to 3 inch layers in it.
Working in a soup is very fatiguing. You don't get the food, the water, the rest. So actually we were not only probing the boundaries of geology and exploration, we were also probing the boundaries of human performance. The Apollo 15 mission really took us back to the drawing board in several areas to look at how we train crews, how we provide them adequate nutrition, hydration, and all of these things.
And within a couple hundred feet of our landing site. Pretty exciting.
If America's moon missions must end with Apollo 17, Commander Gene Cernan makes it memorable.
Can you use the other end against the right side of the rock? I'll press it.
His partner, Jack Schmidt, is the only trained geologist to fly to the moon.
Evolutionary steps into the universe, leaving the planet Earth and going forward into the universe. I think no more.
Great adventure.
Even though I don't know how many others will.
I don't know how many other people will like it either. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it in the sense that you're talking about. And yet I had to see it again. I saw it the first time and I said, I hate this film. Then it wouldn't leave my mind. And for 3 or 4 weeks after I saw a preview, I thought there was something about this film that I'm not relating to. And I went back to see it again. I admired it more the second time. I think that what I was resisting was the fact that it is so cold.
That's right.
So cynical. It does not deliver on an entertainment level. It doesn't have any of the payoffs that we want from a kidnap picture. It is an idea picture, and on that basis, it's very interesting.
I think it's very interesting. I liked it at the entertainment level. I mean, there are scenes in there that made me laugh. Afraid that that's the difficulty of this picture, to appreciate it, is that there's no one that's very likable in it. But obviously the point of the film is that television is affecting everybody.
Well, here's another thing. Life, you know, he's been this Italian-American from New York, and the films are always a riot of action and movement and music.
Big music.
And energy and passion. In this film, it's the music in that last scene is just, and the cold, isolated atmosphere of that waiting room sets the tone for the whole film.
That's obviously what he sees is going on. We're going from lively music in his early films, rock and roll, to music.
So in a way, the more I'm turned off, in a way, the better the film is working.
That's the way it worked for me.